Hey, how's it going everyone? Today I'm going to be going over the install process and my review of the AMP Powerstep for my 2016 Silverado extended cab. Now, I do have an extended cab, but it also works on crew cab and single cab. You just cut them to different lengths, and it says all of that in the instruction manual, so I won't get into it. But yeah, before I show you the install process and teach you a few things that I learned the hard way so you don't have to, I'll quickly show you how the side steps look when they go up and down. So if you follow me over here, the side steps, when you go to open up the door, they instantly go down, which I've never had an issue with accidentally missing the step trying to get out of my vehicle. I mean, it's about as fast as it can be. And once you go to shut the door, there's a bit of a delay before they pop back up and have a sleek look. Now, I mainly wanted these side steps for two reasons. One was just for looks, in my opinion. It's super sleek, it looks professional, looks aggressive. But also, when I was building this truck, when I first got it, I wanted to get a lift kit, tires, etc. So I wanted to have the most amount of ground clearance as I could, and the ones that came on this truck stuck down about yay far, and I would scrape them going over even the most basic terrain. So I had to do something, so I decided to splurge, spend some money, get some nice side steps, and I don't regret it at all. So, yep, now that I've shown you the side steps, if you're interested, come on in, follow me to the cab, and I'll show you how to hook them up. Here we are in the cab of the truck. You're going to see everything from my POV just because it's kind of hard to get two people in to film the floorboard. So yeah, let's get into how this actually hooks up. So when I first bought this side step, I was trying to find on Google how exactly you hook all of this up, and it was kind of a pain, so I'm just going to show it in the YouTube video. Hopefully it'll help someone. So if you come on down, this is my OBD2 port, and as you see, there's two wires coming out of it. I bought a splitter off of Amazon for $9 or $10 that wires it out, so one OBD2 port turns into two. One of these wires goes into the AMP Powerstep brain, which I'll show you in a minute, and the other one is just empty, so I can plug it in if I get check engine lights, anything like that. Now this wire that goes to the brain of the unit actually runs down through this trim piece, and there's a pre-installed grommet in underneath the carpet of, I think, every single Silverado these side steps hook into. And that goes down to the bottom of the vehicle into the brain of the unit, which is actually underneath my hood. So if you come on underneath the hood, here's the AMP research box, and this goes to your side steps and to the OBD2 port, and this is for the optional lights that turn on when you open the door when it's nighttime. I don't have those hooked up right now because they came broken from factory, but I'm contacting them just to get a warranty replacement. But yeah, this box obviously has a ground, and it also has a positive connection that goes directly to my battery. And yeah, it comes with everything you need. It even comes with some zip ties if you're not a professional mechanic like me and you don't have a surplus of zip ties and duct tape laying around. And yeah, so now that we've gotten the basics of how it hooks up out of the way, I'm going to transition back to the outside of the vehicle to give you some tips and tricks that I learned the hard way so you don't have to. So the main thing I learned installing these side steps was the instructions are not the best. A lot of things are left out. There's a lot of gray areas for you to kind of just guesstimate on. And instead of guessing and stressing and pounding your head into the wall, I'm going to take a few minutes and explain the main things I learned. So the big one that I figured out on my own was when you install the side steps, you actually want to, before you hook any of it up and wire it all up, you want to fully extend the side steps out and down. And the first thing you're going to notice is the side steps are going to be at an angle like this. And if you're anyone like me, you're going to start having a miniature stroke and freaking out, like, did I do something wrong? What's going on? But if you take a closer look, underneath the vehicle there's a pinch weld that goes along the whole frame of the vehicle, and the side step arms actually hit on that. So in order to solve this, just ignore how it's at an angle. You're going to figure it out, have it all the way out, plug it all in, test your system. And what I did was I came over to the truck, I opened it up, and these steps do have a 600-pound weight limit, so I wouldn't worry about breaking them or doing anything. And I stepped at it when I was on an angle, and I just bounced up and down to bend that pinch weld. And after doing that for a few minutes, and after a week or two of just getting in and out of it every day, going to work and everything, they basically completely flattened out. I have no complaints, but no one ever said that in the instructions. And when I first hooked them up, I was concerned about it, so I hope that does help someone. And besides that, the instructions do a decent job in teaching you, And as long as you have a basic understanding of how to do a little bit of soldering underneath the vehicle and how to route things and use zip ties, you should be a-okay to install these yourself. So if you enjoyed the video and you do want to buy these yourself, I don't remember how much they were. I want to say they were around $1,000, maybe a little bit more, but I will put a link in the description of the video to a current listing on Amazon of where I bought them from. And yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing the process of this truck and everything else that is done to it, I do plan on making a few other videos on it. So go ahead and subscribe and stay tuned, because we have a lot of big plans in the future for this truck and even different vehicles. So thanks for watching. Have a good one.